Now, Technological Higher Education Network South Africa, or THENSA, has launched an online entrepreneurship program. The program will be piloted amongst 50 students from the Durban University of Technology, and this is in partnership with Munster Technological University in Ireland. The interactive course provides students with the skills and knowledge necessary to start and run a successful business. Well, to help us discuss this development, we're now joined by THENSA CEO Anshu Padayachee. Thank you very much, Anshu Padayachee. Thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Good evening, Peter, and thank you for having us.
This sounds like something that we've probably needed a long time ago.
Yes, precisely. In fact, in developing this program, we are hoping at the end of this, and once we've started this, that every student who comes to university in their first year of study will take this program, which is a 5-day program that can be taken at their own pace and their own time. But when they leave the institution, if they do not, and as you know, not everyone is an entrepreneur, but they will have skills. They will have acquired skills, managerial skills, entrepreneurial skills, marketing skills, and so forth, that they can use either in their careers or in the businesses that they establish for themselves. And at the moment, this country needs more small businesses, and small business development is a crucial part of building this economy. And, we hear every day, both from the president down to the ground, people talking about we need to create these small businesses. We need to support small businesses. But in order to do this, one needs specific skills. And so we're hoping through this online program, we will be able to reach large numbers of people that cannot access a university or a college or an institute or a learning institute. They will be able to access this course online at their own pace, at their own time.
What it sounds like is almost a life skills course that everybody should go through, even if they don't become entrepreneurs. It's something useful to have in your pocket, and something perhaps that a lot of students who didn't do BCom or accounting missed out on.
Yes, precisely. In fact, many of the entrepreneurship programs that are currently run at universities, and we just did an environmental scan of what's happening at the universities, etc. These courses on entrepreneurship, largely theoretical, are mainly in business management, the accounting sciences, etc., but mainly in business management and administration, etc. Very few modules are taught in the other courses, such as the sciences, whether it's the health sciences, and so forth. And daily we hear students saying, we hope we can start, we've got the great idea, but we don't know where to go with this. In the years that we've been running face-to-face workshops for students annually, we found that many of them had some fantastic ideas, but didn't know how to take it forward, didn't know how to convert these ideas into a business model. And so we trained them, and many of them have become entrepreneurs now, running their own little businesses, networking with big business, getting investors involved, some exciting projects, especially on the coast. One student starting a project to develop or to create this mobile kind of center where people can leave their towels and their belongings, etc., while they swim on the beach. And no one thought about this, and the student is making money doing this on weekends, etc. So there are some great ideas that I think we can, take forward, and there are people who have the ideas but haven't had anybody to speak to. So this online program will share with them ideas of entrepreneurs internationally. They've got international entrepreneurs who will be speaking to them and guiding them and mentoring them on this program, teaching them how to pitch their product, how to market their product, and so forth. And most importantly, how to finance this. And I think this is where small business struggles, how to acquire finance and how to manage your finance during this time.
How did you develop the curriculum? I see that you're working with Munster Technological University in Ireland. How did you put it together that in 5 days that you'd have enough to be able to do the first steps of setting up a business?
What we did is we looked at all the courses that we run in South Africa, and all of the institutions contributed to developing this curriculum, those that offer the program. And we put together a team, what we call a research cluster, and then the curriculum specialists came in and they both looked at it and came up with a curriculum now that we tested. And over 2 years, just over 2 years that we tested it. We tested it firstly on a face-to-face basis and now online. And now we're hoping to go live next week. And the program was actually funded by THENSA and the Irish Embassy in South Africa, which we're very grateful for.
Is this a qualification that somebody can present to the bank and say, look, I've done this 5-day course, to give them some assurance, especially those who are financing and want to know that the person that they're giving money to has some idea of what to do?
Yes, they will receive a certificate which will be endorsed by both THENSA and the Munster Institute of Technology, or the Technological University. I think apart from that, it will go great guns for them on their CVs and so forth. And I think they can use this, most certainly. They will have the necessary skills to go out and get funding. But more importantly, this particular program is going to be linked to what we have also developed, a brand new app called the Graduate Employability app. So all graduates will be able to access this program, and they have a link to the top 500 businesses, to jobs. We have a database of jobs that will be available both in government and across the country. Businesses can access these students. They will also be linked to LinkedIn. So it takes them, gives them a lot of scope to find partners, to network, to find investors in their projects, etc. So it's a lot like, Dragon's Den. They have a little session on Dragon's Den where we take them through their paces and really challenge them on their ideas and see who would like to invest in them or become shareholders in this business.
I see that you're going to start with 51 students. I guess this is something that you want to roll out to as many students as possible in the near future.
Yes, we want to roll it out to every student that enters university next year. That's 2022. So we're piloting with the 51 students at the Durban University of Technology through their entrepreneurship center that they have established. State-of-the-art center with an iHub attached, with mentors attached to it. So we're looking at that for early next year. And hopefully all of the universities have these technology transfer centers, have science parks, and are developing iHubs where students can come in and set up their businesses, etc., using the iHubs, the innovation hubs.
What sort of feedback have you been getting from, I'm sure that some students have seen some of the curriculum already?
Oh, well, we've already tested it with a large number of students, and they're very excited about it. Some people have said, when are we going to get our certificates? But they've just been on the test program. So they will have to now take the full program, do their pitches in order to get their certificates. But it's been a very exciting time, and I think students are really looking forward to this, especially since, the burgeoning youth unemployment in this country has become a national crisis, and with the pandemic, it's even more difficult trying to find a job. So we're hoping that South Africa and South African youth will look at becoming job creators, not job seekers. And at universities and TVET colleges, we've been training them to become job seekers, not job creators. So hopefully this will assist to a large extent, and it will reach people in the deepest rural areas. As long as they have an internet cafe, they will be able to access this program. Otherwise, they will have to wait to enter an institute to get this training. So the online way, which is very much a fourth industrial revolution type of setting, is the best way to access this course. So we are hoping that more and more students will access this, will register onto the program and get the skills that they need.
All right, tell us about the actual learning experience itself. You log on, and how do the students learn? Is it modules? Is it videos?
Yes.
Is there interaction with lecturers? How do they experience the learning?
It's online. They access the app, and then they get their lectures, live lectures with the lecturer in the classroom. It's recorded, of course, but they get the lecture. They can chat on this lecture. They can send their questions in if they don't understand something. If they don't pass the first module, they will have to repeat. And there's a specialized scoring that we have on it as well, so that they can ensure that they get through the tasks that are given to them. It's all task-based. They have to get tasks done. And once the tasks are done, they get assessed on those tasks as they move through the program. And also they have access to many entrepreneurs who are sharing their experience and their how they became entrepreneurs and some of the successes and their failures. You know, many entrepreneurs fail many times before they are successful, and we don't want them to become despondent if they fail, you know, at the first try. That, you know, so we try to encourage them throughout this to get going and to change and to make sure that they, you know, understand what needs to be done. So it's very interactive. They get to speak to some really great entrepreneurs, both locally and internationally, and hopefully they can learn from that experience. And they will always be on the chat line, so they can constantly chat with us and get information from us or links from us to various businesses, etc., which is on our website. The THENSA website has the app there, which they can access as well through LinkedIn, the THENSA LinkedIn, the THENSA Facebook page, etc.
Anshu, this sounds so exciting. Congratulations on developing this program, and we wish you the best of luck in creating our next generation of entrepreneurs. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for this time, and we really hope that students will take advantage of this rather than paying for a program. Here it is, free for you, and hopefully you will become the next generation of entrepreneurs.
Thank you so much, Anshu.
Thank you.
All right, that's Anshu Padayachee, who's the CEO of THENSA. They've developed this online course, 5 days, and they teach you how to become an entrepreneur, how to start and run a business and get financing as well. And also, as she talked about, some mentors will be part of that course as well, and it's free. So very exciting. It's going to be launched later this month with 50 students. They're the pilot, and then from then on, they're hoping to get to as many people as possible.